Well, hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio meetings. Join myself, Fox here, and meetings long awaited return to Rangers Radio's. Big Stevie, how are we doing, big man?
I am absolutely fantastic, Ox, and ready to go.
Good man. Everything all right in big man's world?
Everything's brand new, mate. Just putting the great into Britain, everybody else at this time of the year. He's done, bumming out.
Yeah, park your bike. The team tonight is McGregor, Tavernier, King, Ben Davis, Redvan, Sands, Lundstrom, Tillman, Wright, Morelos and Kent. Substitutes: McLaughlin, McCrory, Barisic, Devine, Elan, Davis, Arfield, Lowry, Kolak, Matondo and Fashion Jr. So a few talking points there, Big Stevie.
Aye. First of all, I think if you look at the back line, it's another bit of experience for the boy King, eh? And the boy Redvan, let's see how he gets on. You know, he looked to me when he was playing there, he looked no bad. So let's see how he gets on. Sands in the team, Lundstrom, Tillman. Aye, definitely. What about Morelos and Kent keeping Kolak? Morelos keeping Kolak out the team? No.
Look, we tried at Anfield, mate, and it was the way to go, and I still think it's the way to go if a fit and motivated Alfie, because of his style of play compared to Kolak's. But he's got to hold the ball and compete. Kolak is a better finisher than Alfie, even in this short space of time. Whether he holds the ball as well as Alfie, no. But Alfie didn't do it at Anfield. But to be fair, he didn't get a lot of decent balls. So we'll see. But I'm surprised, right, in Tillman, mate. I'm really surprised, that's personally. I think it looks like our usual 4-2-3-1. It'll be Lundstrom and Sands sitting. And the problem with Wright and Tillman and Kent in front of them, mate, they're no natural. They don't see danger. So if they do come in tappies, they'll be right in tappies and doing my fullbacks. You know, just my personal thoughts, Stephen.
Aye. Well, you look, Morelos is there. You're totally right. He's probably gone for the same as what they done down in Anfield. They're hoping Morelos will hold the ball up and bring either Wright or Wright and Kent into play. So for me, it's just as plain and simple as that, to be honest. As far as the midfield goes, I think you're right. It'll be the two sitting players in front of the defence. Look, I'm just hoping tonight, Ox, that they're through. They've no worries. I hope they maybe underestimate us a wee bit and maybe try things out, maybe experiment, and hopefully we can cash in. We aren't as bad a team as what we really think. We don't become bad players in a bad team overnight, mate. Well, we've not hit the ground running at all this season, but it's been 2 steps forward, 3 back, innit? So just hoping tonight. But look, we can get into this game with a defeatist attitude, or we could try and get positive. I mean, we have got a battle cry, haven't we? And as we were saying earlier on, it seems to be vanishing. We definitely know up our ass dying in this household. I just hope the bells go out. And listen, we're playing one of the top teams in Europe. If we get beat, there's the embarrassment, you know. That's the bottom line. I could honestly fling my hat in the ring, Ox, and say that this team we are playing tonight will be there around about in the final. Because they're really, they're on fire, mate. I mean, they beat Roma there at the weekend.
Mate, all the top sides can beat each other on their day. Whether they'll get it, whether they'll go far and deep, I think will depend on the draw. But they've got the capability to beat anybody. Yeah.
Oh, aye. I mean, they gave Roma down. They played Roma off a part there at the weekend. And I would honestly say that Roma are no bad outfit, you know what I'm saying? So, listen, they're on a string of games. I've got to, can I just say, I really enjoyed the Port report that last night there. And by the way, his pronunciation of some of the names, man, he really done well.
He's just Italian and there's English, isn't he?
That's right. Aye, you're no joking. Aye, he can speak Italian better than he's in. Aye, brilliant. He's in Port language. But did a thorough depth report and well done to him. But listen, we're up against it tonight. I've listened to Bears saying they're watching it from behind the couch, watching it with through their fingers. just go out there. It's 11 men against 11 men. We know what kind of side they are. We'll do well to get out of there. No, be a draw. So let's just hope and pray we can get a wee point and take it for there. Hopefully get Ajax at Ibrox and give them a bit of down, no? But anyway, we'll take it for there. Let's be positive. Come on, get the colours in, man, and let's be positive tonight.
Okay, if that's what you want, let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Okay, people join us all the time, Stevie, so just keep people the team. It's McGregor, Tavernier, King, Davis, Ridvan, Sands, Lundstrom, Tillman, Wright, Kent, and Alfredo Morella substitutes. McLaughlin, McCrory, Barisic, Devine, Elan, Stephen Davis, Arfield, Lowry, Kolak, Matondo, and Fashion Jr. Good to see young Lowry back in the squad, mate. Yes?
After that horror tackle, unbelievable how he's come back so quick, you know. Because let's be honest, that wasn't a tackle, that was an absolute assault on that boy. And fair play to him, he must have worked hard to get back in the squad, back training, and now he's in the pool, you know, and he's in the squad. That's absolutely fantastic. That's great news. I'm just thinking to myself, Ox, I'm saying to myself, look, they're going to come at us tonight. They're going to hit us with everything. I just hope Big McGregor's a cat tonight. I hope he pulls off one of the games where he's just unbelievable, you know. We're going to need him to be he's going to be a big player for us tonight, McGregor, you know. And hopefully the rest of the boys run about, get their sleeves rolled up and get in about it.
I'm just hoping we do ourselves justice, mate, and that's what I feel as if we've not done. You know, we've not done ourselves justice.
No.
No. I'm not saying we thought we were going to win the games, but we've not done ourselves justice, Stevie, yeah?
No. Listen, I know there's no Bears meant to be in that ground tonight, but they're guaranteed there will be. I actually know there is Bears in the stadium, but no through the official party. And I just hope Marine boys like Southside and that, I hope everything gets all right and they get to a football match safely and get back home. But I hope the Bears date for the boys that still travelled earlier in their droves, by the way. What a phenomenal support. No official tickets, no nothing, and they're still all there. They still want to be near where their team is, probably out at their hotel, clapping them out the hotel and probably at the B game of the day. And well done to the young boys, by the way.
Great result. Great result. I know that Southside will not miss a chance to go via Rome, mate, as you know.
A wee visit to the Sistine Chapel, is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. You're saying that, but you might be right.
Yeah, wasn't that long ago you were calling me the old papa?
Oh, you still are?
Aye, so bad, aye. Anyway,
you're stuck with that one for life.
Aye, well, anyway, listen, as I said, I just hope the Bears really just say, right, come on, let's give a good account of ourselves tonight. Let's leave everything out there. Just get in about it and leave everything out there. If they've fielding a weakened team and they're going to maybe experiment, let's hope we can, if they're taking the foot off the accelerator, let's hope we can cash in, sneak a wee goal, you know, because I think they will.
They have to keep the ball. A lot of times in Europe, mate, we've given the ball cheaply away. We'll pay prices for it. We're making basic mistakes, you know. If I think back to the Liverpool game at Ibrox, I know we got hammered, Stevie, I know that, but the big moment for me is James Tavernier gave it away cheaply. They get the goal with a scuff shot, the corner with a scuff shot went into the net. So him getting it away cheaply, within about 20 seconds, it was in our goal for a corner kick. And we've made a lot of silly errors, you know.
Aye, I know, mate. Even like Kamara against Napoli and stuff like that, just getting it away cheaply, mate. You know, we've created our own downfall at times, you know. But let's just hope this is one of these nights at night, Ox, where the boys come out, they can hold the ball, play a bit of football and maybe get something, you know. Well, listen, as I said earlier, we can do two things. We could just say, we're beat, or we could try and be optimistic and not put any white flag up. You Glasgow Rangers, look, get out there. The players got to the Europa League final last year. They've got good European pedigree about them. They've been to more hostile places than well the other night, the Maradona Stadium. So let's just hope they can go and sneak something. Let's get behind them all. Come on, Teddy Bears. We are it, people.
Here. How do you see setting up with that team? I don't see it any other way other than a 4-2-3-1, mate.
I agreed with you. As soon as you said that, I agreed with you. I think that's how it's got to set up, isn't it? Could this be the game where Tav sneaks a wee late winner? And all's forgiven,
I'm worried about Tav, mate, because if he's no injured, he's red rotten.
Time's going to tell, innit? Time's going to tell. Sooner or later, if he's playing with an injury the way he is now, which we all think, then only time will tell. He'll need to go and get an operation done at some point, because he's playing over. Whatever he's doing, he's not doing himself any justice. I know he's just one of the players that wants to play every game, and he'll play through the pain barrier, but sometimes, you know, it's been a hindrance to his rather than helping. I mean, I don't know who it was on one of the shows said that against Dundee. Was it Dundee? The boy took the ball and he ran by Tav and he ran by Big Lowstrom, no, as if they weren't there. And that's just no Tav. That's no Tav. Tav's a machine. He's up, down, and now all of a sudden he looks as if he's got an anchor tied to him, you know, as if something's hindering him. So time will tell with Tav. If we hear he's in for an op, we know he's
You'll appreciate it yourself, being built for speed, not for comfort, yeah?
Hey, I didn't always used to be like this, mate. I was the answer to... I was Roberto Carlos. Get up and down that left wing, a natural left footer. That's all I was for my primary school, Stonedike. Aye.
Must have been hard to get a left foot to get a game in your school team. I hear it was full of left footers.
Aye, I'll be right.
Anyway, what did you make of the news today and the anniversary of Walter leaving us? Walter's passing, should I say? Don't mean to be flippant there. The club announced that there's going to be an official statue. I think it's the right thing to do, Stevie, personally.
Can I say this? I love Walter Smith. Walter Smith epitomised everything the Rangers should be. But have we had other people it's maybe the same? Guys like Ballstruth.
Main stand.
The main stand. He's been...
There's a bust on the marble stairs case when you got up the stairs, mate, yeah?
Yep,
I know you tried to put it in your bag the last time we were there, but you weren't allowed.
Listen, I'm a Ranger. I would never take it out of there without a go ahead, but I'll tell you, it's very hard, isn't it? Beautiful. The marble staircase, absolutely. It's just unbelievable. The years it's been there, I'll tell you, man, what a place. When you come in that front door, man, that's you. You just look round about. You're just so proud, and oh man. I just hope the Teddy Bears Day tonight, man. We're reminiscing here. I hope we pull off one of our great European nights tonight. How good would it be in the final whistle when we beat Napoli? How good would that be?
Oh, there's been times in my past, if you think back away to Lyon, and you think back in the not too immediate past away to Dortmund.
Yeah.
You go back to away to Leeds United.
Correct.
So there is results from our history. We'll pull out of the bag, but we're lacking confidence, Stevie, if I'm being honest.
There's a total mixture of things, mate, isn't there? There's, the boys' are heads are down, the crowd's on their back, and are they playing the right position? Are they fit enough? What's the formations they've been asked to play? I mean, the biggest one that stands out for me, confidence-wise, is Ryan Kent. I just don't think the boy's confidence at all. Could they buy a goal? I just think his confidence is absolutely gone. And that might be part of a few things. The way he's getting played, the way he's asked to be played, It could be partying with sales or something going on in his own life we don't know about. Like, there's a million things, mate. I'm not making excuses for the boy, but I just think at times Brian Kent shouldn't even been in the team the way he's been playing. And fairness to Gio,
on forum, there's a few players. You know, you're being honest, mate. If you were picking the team on forum, you know, if you went, say, the last half a dozen games, you know, Tav wouldn't be in the team. His forum isn't great, Brian Kent. To his credit, mate, I don't think he had a lot of quality, but the last 15 minutes on Saturday, mate, he kept going and plugging away, Kent did, you know.
He did, aye. He did the half. But, look, I think it was a case of two halves. How could we not play like that for the first half?
Well, that's the problem. They're not going out with any urgency, and that's how the manager's getting questioned, because it's happening too often.
Aye.
You know, it's happening too often. Well, it's too early to go behind the couch. Get yourself out here and on the phones and phone Big Stevie in case your predictions and your thoughts on the team. It wouldn't have been the team I would have picked personally. But he stuck to his principles and he's went 4-2-3-1, in my opinion. Stevie?
Aye. Listen, can I ask you a wee question, Ox? Do you think it's a case of sometimes... I mean, I see players hitting a wee bit of form and then they get dropped. And you're going, why is he dropped? But how's he on the team? He played no bad the other night and then we don't see him again. You know what I mean? I think it's happened with Sakala a couple of times. It's happened with Ridvan a couple of times. It's just different players. And I question you sometimes, like every Rangers fan. Look, I'm not a manager, far from it. But when you're just... It keeps talking about a philosophy, Ox. My philosophy. I just can't see what he's trying to do. And if he doesn't change it and he's just going to stay arrogant, well, he's no wonder his jacket's going to be in a shaky nail. Because I'll tell you something, and I'm no one to... No, I don't like saying these things, but if he gets beat tonight and gets beat against Aberdeen, man, he's talking about his jacket being on a shaky nail. He's got to be worse than that. He's brought a philosophy, and the only thing I can see his philosophy is get it out to the wingers and get the ball across to the centre forwards. Is that his philosophy? Because we are a living blue crabs at times. We just keep going sideways, into the middle, out to the left, into the middle, out to the right. I can't see it. I just can't see sometimes what he's trying to do. And then when players in form, it does they play them, somebody else is in. I know there's players injured, but there's no settled team. There's absolutely no settled team. And just lo and behold, look, big Connor Golson and the boy Davis plays one game together. He gets injured. And the two of them are starting to look good together. And that's upset the whole apple cart again at the back. But I just don't know, mate. The only thing I do know is 100%, win, lose or draw, I'll be there. You know, and getting behind them. And I just wish something, Gio would try something different, you know. I just wish he would. I don't see what the philosophy is. You know, I just hope he tries something different, Ox.
Aye, well, we'll see. For me, with 8 players on the park tonight, I don't know if you're going to keep the ball up front. And I don't know how you're going to stop their runners when they come forward, because they're an attacking side. But there we go. Maybe I'm wrong, and hopefully Giovanni gets it spot on, mate, and we have to eat humble. But look, we've been joined by old Davy. Evening, Davy.
Evening, boys. Apologies for last night. I cut myself off.
No, you never. I cut you off because you were talking to somebody and we could all hear you.
Well, I'm trying. I know that happens. Anyway.
Well, should I let it run? Because I think you were doing a wee bit of romancing.
I was asking her for a cup of tea, but no. See, when you get to my age, you get a bit dotery and footery, and that's what happened anyway. So I apologise. What you were saying earlier, I think that's a marvellous thing for Walter Smith, and I don't think there's any dubiety of who was better and who's no. That man deserves that all the way. If ever there was a Rangers supporter as a manager who gave everything to me, a boy, to where he went, great man.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
And as far as the game goes, I'm all for what we're talking about there. Could get a performance. I'm more worried personally about the weekend. At the night, okay, let it take care of itself. Don't want any injuries. He's got to use his subs tonight. No matter what way the score's gone, he's got to use his subs up.
Stevie?
Aye. He's got to use them right, and he's got to use them. It's all about timing, isn't it, Davey? You know, he's got to bring them on at the right time. You know, I know, and everybody knows, you get a full half at Scotty Arfield, and then he's blown. And it's the same with some of them, you know. I mean, you're looking for him to get took off. And I mean, against Liverpool, I just, you're saying to yourself, Scott Arfield did everything at Ibrox, got his goal, he ran his cell into the run. Yeah, I'm saying to myself, surely 10 minutes into the second half, he's going to get took off because he was knackered, and you could see it. You could absolutely see it. So, you're probably right. We've got to use our substitutes tonight, freshen hands up and keep, because they've got legs, David. That number 77, I don't know, I can't mind his name. I know his number 77. He was up and down the full time when we played at Ibrox. I don't know if he's a Lithuanian, the boy, or what he is.
I think it's a Georgian boy.
Georgian. Aye, what a player. Just constant legs, constant running, you know, and we're going to have to really put our subs on at the right time to stop that kind of attacking constantly, you know.
I think he's picked a good squad there, actually. I think he's picked a good team. If they play to the formation that he's picked them, the only one I wouldn't have played is I wouldn't have put Morelos in. I know I'd have put the old Morelos in, but not at the moment. And nobody will tell me he's fitter than Kolak. You could drop Kolak back a wee bit, because they're not going to go out there and go gung ho. Because if they do, they'll get it ripped out of them.
I'll be honest, I would rather play Morelos in the position that Tillman's playing than Tillman. I think we've tried the boy, and he will. I mean, I know he scored a wonderful goal against Motherwell. He's a boy learning his trade, and he's got touches of genius in him. But when he goes missing, Stevie, he goes missing.
He's bad. He's woeful, isn't he? You know. But listen, this is one of these. The heat socks for the boy. Hopefully the boy proves his rank. But you're totally right. I would have played Morelos before him as a holding player in front of Big Kolak. You know. That's what I would have probably done. But again, I'm just hoping it's Europe. You maybe get that wee bit more time on the ball. And let's hope that Tillman can prove his wrong. You know, let's hope he can do something tonight, guys.
But anyway, we've been joined by Juicy. Evening, Juicy.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Juicy.
I don't know if gentlemen's the right term with Davey and Stevie on the panel, but carry on.
When you listen to him, Stevie, don't listen to him, Stevie.
I know.
What are we thinking, guys? I think we need a classic, obviously very poignant being this week, a classic Sir Walter Smith-esque performance tonight. We need to get down and dirty and perhaps use some of the dark arts of football. You need to use everything at our advantage to try and get something from this game tonight. And wouldn't that just be amazing if they could? And I'm not in any way making light of this Napoli side, because they are a ridiculously good side this season. And I know it's going to be hard. Even if we were playing at the top of our form, guys, this would be a really difficult match. So it's made even harder when we're going through a lean period, should we say. But it would be difficult. But, you know, all we've ever wanted in this Champions League is just to see a few good performances. And we've seen some bits and pieces, but unfortunately it's been few and far between. So 2 matches left still, but unfortunately for the last one to mean anything from a competition standpoint, we have to get something tonight and still rely on the result in the other match going our way. So it's certainly difficult for us guys, but as long as they do what they can, I'm quite happy with the lineup. I don't know what you guys are thinking.
Take a breath. I've got my work in the morning, mate. Take a breath.
Sorry, I'm excited.
Take a breath. Right, Davey, you want to come in on some of Juicy's points there, mate?
Yeah, I keep mentioning it, but my biggest worry for the night is not the result. Obviously, that sounds defeatist, but it's no defeatist. I want a full whack out there for the weekend. And the way he's set up, he's got to change it as the game progresses. Whether they can turn up and give us something, because they ain't been happening, and I don't see it. I hope I'm wrong. Miles out, but I can't see it changing, because that squad's just not good enough.
Stevie?
Right. Well, Juicy was speaking about Walter Smith. It's Derry's Wolves tonight. That's what we're certainly going to need. We're going to need a right gritty performance. Sleeves rolled up, battle fever on, as Big Jock would say. And just get right on about them. That's the only thing. He mentioned the dark arts. If we get a goal for somewhere, then get down with cramp, lie, cheat and scratch and see what we can do and just try and get out of there. What did that Maradona stadium had?
54,000.
54,000?
54.
Aye. I thought it was the 55. That's a better number, isn't it?
Stevie, can I just answer? Can I ask you something about what you just said there? Do you think, I know where you're coming from about Derry's Wolves and giving us and all that, but do you think that what that team have got at the moment could give you that? That's my biggest worry.
I'm going to answer you by saying I'm probably contradicting myself. We've no guile in our team. We've nobody will kick anybody. We've nobody will fight or snarl or get in about anybody. I've been saying it since I don't know when on this show. We need an enforcer. We need guys round about them. I know the game's changed. I know players have changed, and there's VAR and there's everything else. And I know the game's moving on away for the old days, but I still think we've not got enough guile in my team, Davey. And today, what I want Rangers to do tonight, and what Juicy was saying about a Walter Smith team, your big Goffs and guys like that keeping the back door shut, it's going to be a tall order tonight. I think if we even flung with 11 men along the box, they're that good a team. They'll pick away, and they'll find a way of getting a goal. We've got to score tonight. We have got to score to try and very hope I ending a draw, because they will at some point. They'll get by our defence. But as far as the guile goes in our team, Davey, you're probably totally right. I don't, as much as I want them to keep the Derry's walls and keep the back door shut, it's a tall order, because we are murder for corner kicks. Absolutely murder for corner kicks and the set pieces for outside the box. And I just hope the boys fling everything. I hope they put their heat tonight where they normally don't, and give everything for the jersey. And give everything.
I know you've not been on for a while, but you stop the speeches as well. Yeah. Right, Juicy, how do you see he's lining up? I think it's certainly a 4-2-3-1. Yeah.
It certainly looks like that, and I think we'd probably all agree that, although we don't always like to see the two holding at Ibrox, I think this is a match where you need as many holding as you can. So I'm pleased that Sands is getting that start in a midfield type position, guys. This is what we've been wanting to see. I'm quite happy that it's with Lundstrom. I think Lundstrom has been the only player, not so much this season, but in some of those big matches in Europe towards the end of last season and in the Cup semi, he did get down and dirty a little bit, and we want to see that more from him because we know that's there. I'm worried about the line in front of them.
My problem is with that shape, they two players in the midfield get pulled left and right because they exposed with the two forward-thinking players on the wings, which should be right and Kent. Use their natural instinct to try and go forward all the time. The two midfield get dragged left and right, and because of that, they get exposed. I think it's a naive system for this type of match.
Could be right.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, you know what you're going to get from Napoli. They'll line up in their traditional 4-3-3. Lobotka will be in the middle. And then they're going to come at us with Raspadori, Politano and Simeone. And there's a lot of pace and movement in that front three. And I worry about it being how it was at Anfield when we just didn't create anything, remember? We just...
the last 10 minutes. To the last 10 minutes,
yeah, exactly.
We weren't in the game. We weren't in the game the first two. Stevie, is that a fair comment about the setup? That's my concern. The two midfield guys, they don't get forward, have to go left and right, and because they get pulled to help out the wingers, they actually become redundant in the middle, and you get exposed.
Overrun, mate. We'll go overrun. That's just the way. And the problem we've got is everybody knows it. We've no pace in our midfield. Absolutely no pace.
We'll have the night.
Aye.
With Boy Sands.
Aye. I agree with that. I'm glad Sands is in there. And by the way, one thing about Sands too, by the way, he's no shy of tackle. And that's what me and old David were just blaring about there. But a bit of guile, he's got a tackle on him. He's fast. Listen, you're totally right about the way the midfield might get opened up, Ox. That's how you can see it happening, can't you? As Juicy said, they players up top for them. They're fast and they'll drop and they'll go and look, it's a hard task. It's the way the Rangers are setting up. They're just hoping we can get the ball to Alfie. He holds it up, gets it out to Kent and charges into the box. That's how we're looking to play, All
right, for the people that's joining us, the Rangers lineup is McGregor, Tavernier, King, Ben Davis, Bridvan, Sands, Lundstrom, Tillman, Wright, Morelos and Kent. Substitutes McLaughlin, McCrory, Barisic, Devine, Elon, Stephen Davis, Arfield, Lowry, Kolak, Matondo and Fashion Jr. We've been also joined by Billy. Evening, Billy.
Billy boy. Oh,
Billy maybe lost his tongue. No like him. Davey, people are saying maybe a back five. I just can't see it being a back five with that. That would be if Sands goes into centre back to make it a five. You've got Lundstrom with Tillman. I just don't see it, mate.
Yeah, I think a lot will depend on the way they come at us. He's got to suss that out. As long as we don't go down early doors, because that's the last thing we're looking for. But I would flood the midfield. I wouldn't play. I would drop Morelos back. I mean, I would play either right through the middle or Kent through the middle and just block the middle of the park and defend and take it for there, see how it went. But it depends on how they play, I think. It's how they come at us. It'll depend on the way we play.
Fox has been at the glue again. He's got it a 5-4-1. So if that's his back five, if that's his, this is your midfield then. In a game where you're needing legs and winners, that would be your midfield would be Scott Wright, Ryan Kent, Tillman and Lundstrom or Sands. He's at the glue again, Stevie.
Has he had his medication?
I'm not sure. I better check that out. Make sure he's all right.
He's not far off it, by the way. I'm telling you, he's not far away there.
So you're telling me if we get into a game in my midfield, it's going to be Lundstrom or Sands, whatever one does that goes in that helps the back four, next to Tillman in a game where we need legs and ball winners. You need to come up to each other. You need to go to each other tomorrow and get drug tested as well. Juicy.
I'll join him as well. What the hell? we do need ball winners tonight, Ox, because we saw in the other away matches in this group that we gave up far too much possession. And, although at Anfield, let's be fair, the defence actually did a reasonable job. We know McGregor had to be on top form as well, but, we had to ride our luck a little bit, but it wasn't a terrible defensive display. But you can't live off that alone. You've got to have more outlets. You've got to have ball winners. You've got to be able to get that ball up there somehow. I mean, that's why, Alfredo's starting tonight, but he's certainly got to try and see more of the ball than he did at Anfield, because it wouldn't have mattered whether it was him or Cholak, would it, Ox? Because there was no service really, and he wasn't doing much anyway.
If we would have signed Haaland, it wouldn't have made any difference for the first 75 minutes of that game at Anfield.
No, exactly. So sometimes we judge the strikers a little bit harshly, but you can only judge them on the opportunities they're getting to actually get the ball. And we didn't do that at Anfield. We didn't make anything happen. So we've got to try and make something happen. We've got to try and give the fans a little bit of entertainment as well. Even if we don't get the result we want tonight, let's have a level of entertainment, because we can't go on with watching the type of football and the brand of football that we've been watching recently. Let's go out there, put on a show for the fans. It's Champions League. We've got 2 games left. Goodness me, we've still got an opportunity to finish third, albeit that is slim.
Yeah,
there's a slim chance, but
it still can be done. Fox's
you never know.
Fox's sentence is midfield. It's Kent on the left, Wright on the right, and Tillman and Lundstrom in the midfield. Yeah. There's a lot of ball winners and guys that's going to defensive minded players when people are running at you. Stevie, he's nearly right. It should be a 4-5-1.
Me personally, I think he's been lying under a sunbed too long again. I just can't see it. Listen, see, I know there's ball winners there, and you can see what he's saying, but look, mate, and Juicy was saying there too, look, it's 2 games to go. Let's just go out and see if we come out and try and play any sort of football against this mob, and they will absolutely rip us apart. I just think it's more what Davey says, let's try and do a Walter Smith. I think that would be more to the fact, and try and get by the 25, 30 minutes, and then hopefully we can get a free kick outside their box or something where we can push everybody up and maybe sneak something. But I just think if we've got the attitude, let's 2 games, let's just go for it. Let's just see. I just think, man, they'll torture us. I really do. But as far as the Fox fella goes, he's not that he's not rang a lot, Fox, is he? He might be
Is this the guy who fixed these glasses with super glue, put them on the table and picked up the glasses and the table at the same time to put them on? Is this the guy you're telling me? He's got it right again.
That's not fair. That's cruel.
This is the guy that phoned the Chinese and asked for a breast of beef curry chopped.
Don't you listen to them, Fox. Don't listen to them. They're just against all guys. They're just against us Algins.
You all want the Algins to pay for their bus ticket. Took you after mind you were at Bridge about that. That was hilarious.
It's good to hear he's laughing, guys. It's good to hear he's laughing, because that's what life's all about. Let's just hope we go there, and as Ross said,
Fox says you're laughing. You have to buy a new table and a new pair of glasses, David.
There's no room in my table. It's full of Maltesers.
I think Billy's back with us again.
Good.
Billy boy.
No, maybe no.
Let me put 10 Bob on the phone.
I definitely see it as the 4-2-3-1. I don't understand it personally, but listen, Gio's been more offensive than I would have been.
Well, I think that there's got to be that thought process that to stay in Europe after Christmas, we have to get something from the game. So doing a Craig Levein type a Scotland formation isn't going to get the job done tonight, is it?
I get that. That makes sense.
We've got to do something. Okay, a draw would be a fantastic result, but we have to have a level of ambition, because otherwise, what's the point?
Aye, Stevie, maybe Juicy's out trump me there. Go and have a go and see where it takes you, but I'm concerned if you're too cavalier.
Aye. If you get too much, you get caught. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I think we're a kind of lose-lose situation. I think if we go for it, we'll get caught. I think if we put 11 men behind the ball and let them come at us constantly, they'll find a way. It's just, look, we talk about it. We're hoping for a wee bit of luck tonight. We're hoping something goes our way. Who knows? Maybe a bad tackle, one of them gets sent off that puts them in the back foot a wee bit. You just don't know. Let's just try and keep the back door shut for the first 25 minutes of the game and frustrate them a wee bit and see where we go from there. But listen, I come onto the show all positive, saying, we're Rangers, just let's go, let's get out. But you've got to be realistic. I mean, let's be honest. If we get beat 2-0 tonight, we'd probably say at the end of the day, we played all right. It wasn't that bad a result. You have to remember where we were and what this team's doing to other teams. They're ripping everybody apart. We just need to remember that. They're an absolute fire. And he's got them gone and they're on a wee run and their confidence is high. That place will be bouncing tonight, no doubt, if it's only a 54,000. It'll probably be 3/4 full. Let's hope it better.
I think the frustration comes through the fact that Dortmund and Frankfurt, the teams that they've took points off of, and who they've competed with, and then we see it's not that long ago, it's in the recent memory, and we've not competed. I think that's the issue. We'll try them again for the last time, maybe ever. You don't get 3 shots of this show. Billy?
Third time lucky?
No. Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening. Juicy, how's it going to go, mate?
Oh, it's going to be a very hard-fought 1-1 draw for the Gers. And hopefully we get the right result in Amsterdam tonight. It gives us something to play for in the final match.
Oh, that would make Tuesday's game big. Davey?
Well, hopefully I don't have the same feeling as I had at the end of the Liverpool game. That's all I can say, and that tells you what I hope the score's no. Don't know what it'll be, but I just hope I don't have that feeling that I had after the Liverpool game.
I hope you have the feeling that you had the Fall Cup game in 1968, mate, after the game. Davey? Stevie?
I'm with Juicy. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, and I'm going to go for Ryan Kent to get a goal. There you go.
There you go. All right.
Oh,
listen.
Amazing.
Yes, mate.
That would be amazing if Ryan Kent could get a goal. That would be superb.
You better believe it. I'll be the first to take a massive heart attack.
Don't mention heart attacks. Don't mention heart attacks. Right, where are we? Right. Listen, thanks for joining us. I was going to say thanks to Billy. It's a nice sense he spoke for ages, isn't it?
Anyway, thank you for no talking.
He must have issues with his phone. David, thank you, mate.
Yeah, best show in town. Always is. It's nice to hear you laughing as well.
Good to hear from you, Juicy.
Thank you, sir.
Right.
Big Stevie, back after the final whistle, eh?
I'll be on my Elvis onesie. Let's hope the Teddy Bears do it. Come on, the sons of William, get into them.
Here. Come on, the Rangers. Give us a performance for the Fox. Take it away, Foxy boy.
Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue, the most successful team in football. We're Scotland's gallant few, though at times they have been hard. We've followed near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stand. stands in Ibrox Park. Every Saturday we follow to cheer the boys in blue. The most successful team in football was Scotland's gallant few. Who times they have been hard, will follow near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Successful team in football was